Fantasy Football Show. I apologize for that interruption. We're back, and you know what? We're gonna do it for another 10 or 15 minutes on the show. We're not gonna cut it off short here. I don't know what happened here, but back to reality here. Back to reality. The AC's been on and off all day here, all week here. So I'm just sweating like crazy. I'm just dripping sweat. Okay, back to reality. I don't know what happened, but we're back. So Fantasy Football Court, Montgomery versus Breece Hall. Everybody calm down and get back to your seats. I'm sorry about the interrupted live stream. Please order in the court. Montgomery versus Breece Hall. Look, this kid, Montgomery, is going to get fed. Okay, I understand that everybody feels like, okay, Montgomery failed you. He's inconsistent. We don't trust the Bears offense. We don't know what's going to happen. But guess what? Montgomery's going to get fed. And this Bears football team is building from the trenches. They're not ready to throw the ball a ton yet. Fields is still getting his feet under him. This is going to take some time. This is going to take some time for this offense to get moving and grooving. And it will be led by Montgomery for as long as he stays healthy. I like Monty. He is a 4 to 5 round guy, preferably round 5. If you can get Monty in round 5, you're doing some good stuff in your draft. Okay? So I like Monty as that second running back if your approach is to wait until round 5 to grab your running back. Okay? Your running back 2. I don't mind that approach at all. But Breece Hall, Michael, is on another level. Breece Hall is capable of doing what Najee did last year. Breece Hall is capable of being a top 15 overall player. He's capable, if some news breaks, some buzz kicks into gear, he's capable of climbing all the way up to where we drafted Najee Harris last year. This is a top 15 potential overall pick. Not right now. Take advantage of his third round value. If you come back to me and say, Smitty, I took your advice. I took him number 9 overall in a redraft. I'm going to send you on the biggest lap of your life because what I'm saying is take advantage of his early third round value. If you can make Breece Hall like I have in draft after draft after draft on over at Fantasy Underdog Fantasy right here. So Underdog Fantasy, use promo code Smitty, go to smitty1.com and deposit a minimum of $10. But I've been doing this Best Ball Mania 3 $25 entry, which you can get. There's a link in the description as well. $25 entry. Where's my court? $25 entry gets you in this $10 million contest. $25. And you can enter as many times as you want, and you're going to play against me. So go to the link in the description, go to smitty1.com, click on that Underdog Fantasy banner, or use promo code Smitty when you get to Underdog. But goodness gracious, you can use this to your advantage. You can literally draft Breece Hall as your third drafted player in Underdog Best Ball Mania 3 $10 million contest drafts like your boy Smitty. I've been getting Breece Hall in the 3rd round. I've been getting Kenneth Walker in the 5th and 6th round like clockwork, and I'm cleaning up. The answer to the question is definitely not Monty. It's Breece Hall, but I like both, but Breece Hall by a mile. Next question by Mac. Mac staying. Mac likes it here. I think Mac likes it here. At first he thought I was foolish. Now his comment feels foolish because he loves the show. Deontay versus DJ Moore. This is a tough one because both wide receivers are not in great situations. Both of them are ultra talented. Neither one is getting even remotely close to their full max potential pulled out of them because they have a situation that's garbage at the quarterback position. Now, granted, Deontay's got a little bit better of a situation. He's got a better offense. He's got a better defense. He's got a better situation in general, a better chance of having a decent season. Whereas DJ Moore, who's throwing him the football? What's going to happen mid-season? Is there going to be a QB change? Not that there couldn't be a QB change here, but at least we have two quarterbacks, one of which, Mitchell Trubisky, a lot of people think was overlooked. Maybe he was. I don't think he was, but I'm rooting for him. Maybe he delivers. So if Mitchell Trubisky can deliver, Deontay should be okay. He's overvalued. I don't think he's a wide receiver 1. I think people expecting wide receiver 1 numbers out of Deontay are going to be very disappointed. People expecting number 1 wide receiver numbers out of DJ Moore are going to be very, very disappointed. So know that, and know that You know, I like both these guys to a degree, but I don't. Where's my timer? Where's my timer? There it is. But I don't like them anywhere near where some people might be valuing them. So I'm going to say Deontay, but both of them are, let me put it this way. Both of them are wide receiver 3s to me. I'm not taking Deontay as a wide receiver 2. I'm not taking DJ Moore as a wide receiver 2. They're wide receiver 3s or I'm not playing. Javonte versus Jamar Chase. Let me ask you a question, Sindhu. Where are you drafting Jamar? The answer is top 5, top 4, top 6, top 7. Where are you drafting Javonte? It better not be in the same range because his ADP is so much lower. The answer is Jamar. But that doesn't mean that Javonte can't score right there with him at a round later value. So if it's a draft and redraft, you're drafting both of these guys. They're literally a round apart. You're drafting Jamar. My favorite approach, Sindhu, in fantasy football 2022 is drafting Jamar Chase and then drafting Javonte Williams. And literally having both of them. Drafting one in round 1, the other in round 2. Javonte in round 2. You can own both of these. The answer is both of these. In Dynasty, you got to reach, a little higher. In Dynasty, I'd rather have Jamar just because he's a wide receiver, but they're neck and neck. In Dynasty, I'd take both of them in the same first round draft slot area. Javonte versus Najee. Same concept here. You're talking about Najee being a higher draft capital guy. If you're on the clock at number 2 or 3 in a redraft, you're taking Najee Harris. And then you're grabbing Javonte as well. You can own both of these guys in redraft. In Dynasty, they're going right about the same area. I can't say one is really better than the other. They're both phenomenal. I think Javonte's in a little bit better situation. Yeah, he's getting volume. He's getting fed, but he's going to be less efficient. This is a guy that's going to average 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 max yards per carry in this Steelers offense that's going to be more contained and more box counts, everything. Javonte's going to have a lot more room to wiggle. And on top of that, he's the number 1 tackle breaker in the NFL from last year, playing half-time. What do you think he's going to do with full-time work? And if you say he's not getting full-time work, why are you watching me? Why are you watching? If anybody here thinks that Melvin Gordon's going to hold Javonte Williams back, have you not seen a bit of my content? And why are you here? Why are you here? Javonte's the answer, but I love both of them. All right, who's up next? Next one, Jimmy G or Goff? Take that to kitty court. Get out of here with that, Jamie. Eckler, Debo in Dynasty. Debo, because Eckler's got 1 to 2 years left, in my opinion, before we panic. Like 1 year. Give him 1 year, then I start panicking about will he stay healthy, the volume's adding up. Running back shelf lives are 4 and 5 years now. That's it. There's no more running backs last forever. That's gone. There's no more running backs lasting 7, 8 years. You literally, are we still on the same live stream? I think we might be. I think it continued. Did it continue? Are we still on the same live stream? No, we're not, are we? This is frustrating. I'm pretty sure we're on a new one. I thought maybe there's a chance we were on still on the same live stream, but I had to start it over because it's ridiculous. This internet connection, like no matter where you go, whatever service provider you pick, you're always gonna have issues, and I haven't had a lot of issues lately at all, to be honest. It's been pretty darn good. But every once in a while, you run into a problem where you just can't get like a solid connection long enough, and when you do a live stream, any choppiness at all, and it will drop it. So I might have to restart the modem, but we're already to the end of the show anyway, so I'm not gonna. If it does end, I won't start another one. Debo versus Eckler. Debo Samuel. I like Eckler, but if it's redraft, I take Eckler for 1 year for sure. But if it's dynasty, No super. Now my mouse died. My mouse died. Everything's falling apart here. AC unit's not working, which is being fixed, and it should be good to go. And now we got the mouse needs. There we go. Gibby for Keenan Allen. I'm gonna go ahead and say in redraft Keenan Allen, in Dynasty Gibby, but I trade Gibby the moment I get him. The moment I get him, I trade him. I try and trade him. But Keenan Allen in redraft, I don't trust Gibson. I don't trust him. Jalen Hurts versus Trey Lance. This could be close because of how good I think Jalen Hurts is going to be this year. I think that they could go back and forth. I think this is a very good comparison. This is a very good player for player evaluation, like parallels. They're both going to be doubted. They're both learning. They both have tremendous weaponry at their disposal, and they both are going to flirt with top 5 to 7 quarterback numbers all year long. So give me a mistrial on this one. But I love both of them. You know, I'm rooting for Trey. Trey's kind of my pick, but I love both of them. Hurts is gonna have a day. He's gonna have a day. Dobbins or Elliott in Dynasty. I mean Dobbins, but I trade him. I don't trust Dobbins. Coming back from a torn ACL, he lives at a running back by committee. His quarterback vultures touchdowns. They drafted Batty, that kid I like a lot, rookie running back. I don't trust Dobbins at all. But Elliott's done. He's done. He could have like 2 games and then he flatlines. No, Dobbins, but then trade him. Let's do a couple more here. We got to go to voicemails.
It's voicemail time. Drop a voicemail at the Fantasy Football Show on the gram. Tell your grandma.
He'll punch you in the throat.
All right, let's go to the voicemail groups. We got this one right here. What's Kenny doing? Kenny, you're crowding up the voicemail with your text messages and your graphics and your letters to grandma. I'm going into the voicemail chat and I see Kenny has got a whole paragraph and a letter he's written inside the voicemail community. Right before a show, Kenny. The Bruce.
Hey, Smitty, is there a wide receiver room that is so crowded that you're like, I just got to avoid this room? Too many receivers, like the Steelers I'll use as an example.
That was old. That was from yesterday.
Hey, Smitty. Dynasty rookie running back question for you. I took Hassan Haskins, the Titans rookie.
Oh, these are all yesterday. Do we really have no voicemails from the voicemail group for today? Those are all yesterday's voicemails. Tabron saving the day in voicemail group number 2. Tabron.
Being a lifetime Giants fan, I know they have a lot to prove in this offense, but from a fantasy aspect, who would you say the wide receiver one is going to be?
I'm sorry, I didn't even pay attention.
Being a lifetime Giants fan, I know they have a lot to prove in this offense.
But number 1 wide receiver, Giants. Okay, I heard him. I guess Kadarius Toney, and there was news today that wasn't too bad about Kadarius Toney. Let's hit the news since there were no voicemails today, which is very odd. You guys usually pack those voicemails up, but I guess everybody had a busy day today. We'll go to the news. That was to answer that question as well. Hollywood Brown, the Arizona Cardinals. So the Athletic is always at the heart of some controversy. And I usually just don't know whether I like a lot of what they say nowadays. The Athletic believes that Hollywood Brown is in line to get paid like one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. I just feel like the Athletic comes out with, like a lot of these writers from the Athletic, they just come out with this stuff just to make a headline. Like, what makes them think that? You know, like I think Hollywood Brown could. I'm not saying it won't happen, but what makes anybody think that that's for sure the case? I don't understand. You know, like he's got to come out and play. He's got to come out and like, where does that come from? Geno Smith has the early edge over Drew Lock. That's not a surprise. Lamar Jackson reports that NFL executives are monitoring Lamar Jackson's contract situation. That's not news. People are just trying to make waves today. Like, of course, GMs are looking at that. Like, if he doesn't want to return, then teams are like, maybe we can trade for Lamar Jackson. And when you look at a team like the Lions, who have all the weapons but quarterback, you look at a team like the Seahawks that have DK, Kenneth Walker. Like, imagine Lamar Jackson in Seattle. There are a lot of places. Lamar Jackson isn't coming to the table because I don't know that he wants to play for the Ravens. I know the Ravens had a really good draft. I know a lot of people are excited about the Ravens, but the way they traded away Hollywood, even though Hollywood kind of wanted out, I think it doesn't settle well with him. Doesn't matter if they had a good defensive draft. This guy Lamar is upset at the way that they handle certain things in the wide receiver room and how they just kind of, like, he had a WTF tweet that came out after Hollywood was traded, and everybody said, well, he knew he was going to get traded. Well, clearly he didn't at that moment, or with whatever conversation he had recently. He didn't think maybe it was going to actually go down. He was shocked, and people come and argue with me and say, Smitty, no, he knew. There's an article that says okay, but the man himself tweeted out WTF the minute the Hollywood Brown trade happened. He tweeted out WTF. So don't tell me an article explains this or that. The man himself was shocked at that moment that it happened. He clearly didn't think it was going to happen. Lamar doesn't necessarily want to be in Baltimore right now. That's why he's not coming to the table. He doesn't even have an agent, which is a dumb move on my part, from my perspective. Dumb move not to have an agent. Why would you not have an agent? Why would you handle it yourself? Like, I know you got to pay a percentage, but look, he's not going to maximize his value. His maximized value was to sign immediately after Deshaun Watson signed his $230 million guaranteed deal. That was the moment for Lamar to strike. Go to the table, and if they wouldn't give it to him, walk away. At least try and get $230 million guaranteed. But no, he didn't do that. And so I think that's why not having an agent is a bad idea for him specifically. This show actually is not going to last that long, so I got to put down there. Lamar Jackson. Jameson Williams might have a shot at being healthy, his ACL recovery, by September. Maybe. We'll see. Anybody expecting Jameson Williams, the rookie wide receiver for the Detroit Lions, to play in week 1, it's a lofty expectation. I would dial back your expectations a bit. Let's see if anybody filled up some voice messages. There we go. Look at this. Jim is stepping up. And I'm just kidding with you, Kenny, if you're watching.
Hey, Smitty, with A.J. Brown joining Philadelphia, what's your outlook for Devonta Smith this year?
I like Devonta Smith. I just don't know if he'll ever reach the height we had hoped he would reach. He had wide receiver 1 in fantasy capability. Maybe not 5. Maybe not, at one point I thought he could be top 5 for sure. I had a post on it. I admit it. But it just sucks that he's not in a position to be like the far away lead dog. But maybe he is. Maybe A.J. Brown struggles to stay healthy, but his presence, X number of games per year makes it so that Devontae can develop. So we shouldn't write off Devontae as a top 12 wide receiver in the NFL. Like, he really had that upside and appeal. But I think he's a fantastic guy to own in Dynasty or go get in Dynasty. And he's a fantastic wide receiver 3-4 in redraft, in my opinion. So it's a great question. Thank you for asking that. That is about... Oh, we got another one. Kenny. Here's Kenny.
Hey, Smitty, as a Patterson owner, I just traded my 23 third for Algier. What do you think of that move?
23 third rounder for Algier? Yeah, I mean, I don't care about third rounders, bro. You get Kyron Williams for a second rounder, Algier for a second rounder. I get it that their ADPs are lower than round 2. I don't care. Like, I want to own the players I want to own. I want to consume Algier. I want to consume Kyron Williams. I want to consume these running backs like that I feel have the potential to be absolute gems. And if they aren't, who cares? You lost a second rounder. So you gave up a third rounder for Algier? I'm fine with that. And if people don't know who Tyler Algier is, he's the running back, the rookie running back in Atlanta. Atlanta wants to move Patterson more to a wide receiver, they say. And if that happens, Algier's the prototypical size build running back that's there being drafted as the RB. Like, he has an open door to maybe RB1 production in Atlanta if they do in fact move Patterson to wide receiver. So absolutely love that move. Jameson Williams is a beast. He is, but he's gonna have a slow start to the year. He may not even be ready for week 1. So, what's your take on Christian Watson? I like Christian Watson a lot. I think he's got to work on a lot of things, but there were 2 wide receivers I wanted the Packers to draft, or draft one of the 2 wide receivers. I didn't want him to take Drake London. I didn't want him to take Garrett Wilson. I wanted them to take running backs that still were raw and had the ability to be molded and shaped into what Aaron Rodgers wanted to mold them and shape them into. And one of those wide receivers, and my number 1 on the list, was Christian Watson. I wanted Christian Watson in a Green Bay uniform very, very badly because I felt like he had the most potential in that offense to learn from Aaron Rodgers and to be molded and sculpted into a machine. I think he's going to have a very quick study. He's going to be thrown to the wolves. They don't have time to bring him along slowly like they traditionally have with rookie wide receivers. Everybody says Aaron Rodgers barely throws to rookie wide receivers. Aaron Rodgers doesn't use rookie wide receivers. Aaron Rodgers is going to bring him along slowly. That was in a world where he didn't have a short window of time, Aaron Rodgers himself. He has 1 to 2 year window of playing football. And he doesn't have any wide receivers in his wide receiver room. This is a very different situation than before. So Aaron Rodgers will feed Christian Watson, and it'll happen early and often. Pierce was the wide receiver for Green Bay, says Kenny. He would have been a good fit there. That was another one of the players that I would love to have seen in Green Bay. That would have been a good fit. Mark Cleveland in the house. What's up, Mark? Appreciate you being here, buddy boy. Mark Cleveland. Mark Cleveland is in the building, everyone. Pass on Watson, bad footwork, and 13% drop rate. Give him a chance, Kenny. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. He's got Aaron Rodgers feeding him the football, bro. Christian Watson will be riding the pine if he can't get rid of the dropsy, says Jack. A lot of Christian Watson doubters in here. I don't blame you. Hey, Smitty, would you take DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, or Michael Pittman in Dynasty PPR? DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin. Give me Terry McLaurin. He's the best wide receiver of the trio. They all have okay situations. I mean, Pittman's got a good situation, but it's not like as great as everybody. Like Alec is the wide receiver 1 there. I really believe that. So Pittman's the number 2, in my opinion. Pittman's the number 2. I think Pittman gets a little overdrafted. I like Pittman. But give me McLaurin. If it's Dynasty, I do believe McLaurin will get a quarterback eventually. At least I hope so. I like Watson, though also never know which A-Rod will lock onto. These takes gonna look crazy just like last year when everybody thought Chase had the drop problem. I agree, Robert. I think Watson's phenomenal on film. You also have to account for different things like the offense you play and the type of football is thrown your way, how you're force fed. Like I think he can work. Like to think he can't work on the drops. Some of the best wide receivers in the NFL have a ton of drops. They have the most drops in the NFL. Like that happens. It's fine. Lazard season, says Macho Taco. I like Watson also. Barkley versus Elliott. Give me Barkley because Elliott is probably done. Pollard versus Madison. Give me Pollard because I feel like he's got more guaranteed starts, but I like both of them and I want both of my teams. Darius Geis worth an add in Dynasty. Yeah, here's what I have to say about that.
You've just been Smitty disapproved.
No, Darius Geis. What's Darius Geis gonna do? What's he gonna do? Why does he keep coming up in the live streams? Why do people keep talking about Darius Geis? I don't understand. Kenny, appreciate the question. Jim, appreciate the question. That's going to do it for today's show. Monday through Friday, we are live every single Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate Michael, Tony, Taylor, Kenny, Macho. Who was first in the building today? Oh, first in the building was Mac. Oh no, that was on this live stream here, on the second live stream. You're first in the reconnected live stream. But congratulations for being first. Appreciate you being back here. Adam, what's up? 49er Faithful Lee, appreciate you. Silver Rapture, Duffy, James. Hit that like button again. Yeah, thank you, Faithful Lee, for reminding people. Guys, we have 52 people still in here. Please punch the thumbs up. It's a different video, so please hit the thumbs up. It'll help the channel. Let's get the thumbs up on both videos. Now we have 2 live streams today. Anyway, Cooper Cup League is coming up. Get ready. I replied to every comment. Hit that thumbs up on your way out the door on this second stream. Appreciate it, guys. Helps the channel. You guys rock. I work for you. Let's go. Have a good weekend. Peace out.